This one off. Kicker ready to kick it away. It is up, and we are live. It will be returned by Lee Summit West. Breaking to the left. I believe that is Sims. Working to the sideline to the 20. Pushed out of bounds around the 25-yard line, and then thrown to the ground out of bounds. We'll see if there's any flags thrown. Doesn't look like it. But that is where Edwards and this Titans offense will take over. So here comes Dawson Edwards leading out the Lee Summit West Titans offense, the 6'5" junior quarterback. Obviously not off to the start they wanted. They come into this game with a record of 1-3 on the season. Got two receivers to the right, one to the left here to start this game out for the Titans. Running back lines up behind Edwards. That's going to be Alexander Duncan, number 5. Going to be a fake handoff. It's going to be a rollout here for Edwards. Throwing it deep and out of bounds, trying to go to the intended receiver. That's Chris Harris. Play action there to start this game off. So play action there on play one for the Titans. Coming into this game with a record of 1-3, we were just talking about that before the kickoff. Coming in after a loss on the road at Rockers was a really good game actually for the Titans. I know it sounds crazy. They did lose 38-17, but that was a one-score game there for a while. As it looks like this Titans offense is finally finding a little bit of their life. Going to go two receivers to the right here. It's going to be a handoff up the middle for Duncan, who's going to bounce it outside and try to fight at the line of scrimmage. I don't think there's very much there for him to gain. That's going to set up a third down here for Lee Summit West. Duncan had a really good game a week ago against Rockers. Had a big 40-yard touchdown run, which is what cut it to a 7-point game. But it is a new day for Duncan, and see if he can get it going again. I think that's got to be in the game plan for the Titans, as they know Duncan is a great running back, a great weapon for them. Another weapon to look out for is Sims, number 22. He's going to line up in the slot on this play. They go three receivers to the right, one to the left. Edwards takes the snap on third and long here. Sensing some pressure, evades the first one, but nothing there, and it's going to be a low pass that skips into the corner. Incomplete, as Edwards felt the pressure on that one. And that is going to force the Titans to punt it here on their first drive of the game, sending the ball back to the very explosive offense that is Lee Summit. And the Tigers were able to put up 39 points last week and 492 yards of offense. So this is an offense that has a lot of firepower in this game. And two players to look out for on the Tigers offense is going to be the Hatfield brothers. Preston Hatfield had 14 carries for 119 yards and a touchdown, and Peyton Hatfield had 11 catches for 138 yards and a touchdown last week. As this punt is up and away, a bad punt here. It's going to go high and it bounce at the 40-yard line. It's going to be a friendly bounce for the Titans as well, or for the Tigers, excuse me. And that's going to set them up with great starting field position here. Not what the Titans wanted, a quick 3-and-out and a rough punt there. Will set the Tigers up in great field position around the 35-yard line. As we will get ready to see quarterback Braden Lehman, number 11, the senior, take the field here. Like I was saying, the Hatfield brothers have been unstoppable this season. Got one in the air, one on the ground, and they find ways to use them the entire game long, as that is Preston Hatfield that lines up to the right of Braden Lehman. Lehman sends a receiver in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Hatfield up the middle, making one-man miss, and then he's got speed to burn, fighting for extra yardage down at about the 15-yard line. A great first play there by Lee Summit, just an inside handoff to their weapon, Preston Hatfield. Like I said, Preston Hatfield is number 2, Peyton Hatfield is number 7. They're brothers, and they will both be active tonight, so I will try my best to get the first names in there so you know which one I'm talking about. But that was Preston Hatfield, the running back, with a good run there, setting up a 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Similar formation, handed off right to him again. This time nowhere to go as he's gobbled up by a gang of Titans. That's going to set up a 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. There's nowhere to go for Hatfield. Titans looking to batten down the hatches here. Look at A.J. Fan, number 33, the senior linebacker who leads this Titans defense. Come up big here and hold them. Not the ideal situation for the defense for the Titans, so a big stop here. A lot to ask for. 3 receivers to the right for the Tigers. It's going to be a handoff, this time working to the left. Hatfield once again, so they've gone 3 plays on offense, 3 carries to Hatfield. And it's going to be a 3rd and long here. See where they mark him. It's going to be no gain. So it sets up a 3rd and long now. We'll see what the play call is here by Coach Todd Miller in his first year coaching the Tigers. On a 3rd and long at the Titans 17-yard line. It's going to go 2 receivers to the left. It's going to be a drop back for Lehman. He's going to throw it to the left pylon. It's going to be caught and close to a touchdown. Will they mark it? Touchdown, Tigers. On the catch, number 6 coming in for Lee Summit with a big play there. That's R.J. Scott, I believe, with the touchdown for the Tigers. So R.J. Scott, a huge touchdown there as the Tigers are going to do is a celebration, a leapfrog on the sideline here. And the extra point will be attempted to make this game 7-0 by the Tigers. A great play there, just a corner route by R.J. Scott, listed as a running back, corner, and a safety. But this extra point is going to be blocked and nowhere to go. Can't advance those, but a huge play by the special teams of the Titans will at least get something out of this drive, holding them to 6 points. So still a 1-possession game here. As we're going to take a quick break and be right back here on 810varsity.com.
Dad, don't forget about my new cleats.
Sweetie, I can't make it to Dick's this week.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
Have I heard of Dix.com? Have I heard of Dix.com? Whoa.
Don't overthink it. Let's go shopping.
Actually, what I need are some cleats.
How about one of these?
Great.
Done.
Okay.
Anything else?
Now, golf club? Not
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah,
For a friend.
of course.
Anyone impressed with how fast that was?
Yeah,
I know. I went to
my
Dix.com.
cleats. Thank you. I love you.
Well, I went to Dix.com. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, I told you about that.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium. It was a Tigers touchdown on the drive before on a long 3rd down by the Tigers from the 18-yard line. They were able to hit R.J. Scott on a corner route on the left pylon, fighting for extra yardage. It was a close call. I didn't know if they were going to give it to him. They ended up giving him the touchdown, but then no good on the extra point attempt by the Tigers, making this game 6-0 as the kick is off and away, and Lee Summit West will get the ball for the 2nd time this game. This time it will be returned again, working to the right to the 20, hurdling at the 30, and then leveled at the 31-yard line. And that is where the Titans will start their 2nd drive of this game. As Dawson Edwards will get ready to go here. And their 2nd drive, their 1st drive, ran it a couple of times, couple incomplete passes, led to the punt. Weren't able to get a 1st down, so we'll see what's different this time. I think a big in the game plan for them has to be getting the ball to their weapon. Tavion Sims, number 22, had a touchdown last week against Rockers. And an impressive slant route he ran in the red zone. So I look for them to feed Sims and also keep Alexander Duncan fresh on the ground, as he could be a game-changing player. So Dawson Edwards gets the play call in. 4-2 here for the defense of the Tigers. It will be a handoff up the middle, but nowhere to go as he's met in the hole and driven down. That's going to set up a 2nd and 9 for the Titans. The hand was to 31. That's Nehemiah Snipe. Nowhere to go that time. So 2nd and 9, possibly 2nd and 10. I don't know if they gave him a gain of a yard there. 2nd and 9 here for the Titans. They're going to go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, I believe. There will be a timeout by the Titans. So some miscommunication here on their 2nd drive. They're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to take one with them on 810varsity.com. We'll be right back.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter pick, you get more. Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium, as it is a 2nd and 9 here for the Lee Summit West Titans, playing their rival, the Lee Summit Tigers, here in a crosstown battle. Faced with a 2nd and 9 here on their 2nd possession of the game. See what Coach Horn has dialed up here for the Titans after the timeout. Some miscommunication beforehand, as Dawson Edwards still communicating with the coaches, trying to get things sorted away here. The Tigers running a lot of DBs out on the field. They like staying in that 4-down line, 2 linebacker look, giving them a lot of extra DBs. They'll occasionally switch to a 4-3 as well. So 2nd and 9. They'll go 2 receivers to the right, 1 offset in the slot, and a receiver comes in motion that time. It is going to be handed off to Sims, but working to the left, not a lot of room. He's going to break it up the sideline and just get back to the line of scrimmage. So Sims turning what could have been a worse play into at least back to the line of scrimmage, and see if they did mark him possibly a yard forward. But I like the play design there, getting Sims the ball. He's their speedy gadget player that will play all over the field at running back, receiver. Right there, going in the slot in motion. Just trying to get the edge, not to be. We'll set up a 3rd and long for the Titans. Their 2nd 3rd and long of the game. Last 3rd and long, Edwards went down. Or actually, excuse me, he was under pressure and threw it away into the ground. Almost went down. They're going to go 4 receivers to the right here, 5 wide. And there's going to be a throw right off the hands. As that intercepted, they're going to call it incomplete off the ground. Or possibly, yeah, incomplete will be the call. So Edwards was off the hands of Snipes, the backup running back, out of the slot there. Almost intercepted, so Titans catch a break on the 3rd down. It's going to force a 4th and 8, and they're going to punt this ball right back to the Tigers. That is what they will do, is they're going to bring out the punt unit here for the 2nd straight time in this game. As, of course, that's exactly what the Tigers want to see. Already up 6-0 and getting the ball back. And for the Titans, they've had this a couple of times where they've been shut out twice this season. So you got to like to see this if you're the Tigers, possibly losing some confidence. This is a slow punt, almost blocked again, and a little bit further this time, and it will take a Titans bounce, as this will roll all the way to about the 40-yard line. That's where the Titans will down it, and that is where the Tigers will take over, is the 40-yard line, as Lehman will come back out. They last drive for them, it was a run to Hatfield 3 or 4 times in a row before they let Lehman throw it on his first pass attempt of the game. He was able to hit the actual starter on defense, R.J. Scott, who starts at corner for them, on a corner route, who caught the touchdown pass at the left pylon. Just recapping that last drive and how we got to where we're at if you're just tuning in. We hear our quarter 1 with 7:40 to go. The band is playing on homecoming night. And the crowd is definitely getting into it. As there will be another timeout here taken. With that timeout, we're going to take a quick break and be right back here on 810varsity.com.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious, triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Welcome back. It was a mandatory water timeout there, I believe, by the officials, getting these players rehydrated here on homecoming night for the Titans, as it is a packed house. And since it is a crosstown game, even the student section, obviously, for the Tigers is packed as well in this rivalry game. So the Tigers come out here, 2 in the backfield, 2 receivers, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. It's going to be a handoff up the middle once again for Hatfield with around his 5th carry of the game, and he's fighting for extra yards, as there's been great success in the run game so far for the Tigers. They've been able to move the ball down the field utilizing Hatfield. So Preston Hatfield with another carry there, a gain of around 7 yards will set up a 2nd and 4, or 2nd and 3. Like a gain of 6 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 4 here for the Tigers offense. And they will come out, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Receiver comes in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep to the left, trying to find a room. Cuts upfield, makes a man miss, and then falling forward. That's Peyton Hatfield, the brother of Preston Hatfield, the running back there, getting some action, but there's a flag down. This one could be coming back. There's going to be a holding against the Tigers, so that is exactly what's going to happen here. And they are going to be moving them back 5 yards on the holding call. So, like the play design there, obviously great execution other than the hold. So the Tigers kind of have the first thing not go their way early in this game. We have 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. First thing going against the Titans, or against the Tigers, so we'll see how they combat that. So 13 yards to go for the Tigers here. The players will readjust on the set ball. They're going to go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Running back in the backfield for Lehman here, the quarterback. They're going to take the snap and go to a bubble screen out to Hatfield. Makes a man miss, fighting back to about the line of scrimmage. So a gain of 3 there. We'll set up a 3rd and 10. A big 3rd down here for the Titans in this game. Trying to get the ball back for their offense and still keep this a 1-score game. So a big 3rd and 10 here. They will try to pump this homecoming crowd up. The play call coming in here by Coach Todd Miller of the Tigers. And they're going to go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight end set on the left side here off the tackle. It's going to be a play action to a bubble screen on the right side of the field. Going to break to the left and try to find some room. It's going to be close to the first down. Tigers think they have it, but I don't know. We'll see where they mark them. It's going to be close. A big 3rd and 10, and they are going to move the chains, I believe, here. We'll see. Yeah, first down. It is a first down on 3rd and 10 from the Tigers. A great play call there going to the bubble screen. So a similar play call to the play before. This time just a little bit more room to work with for the Tigers offense. They'll come out here. It's going to be a handoff to Hatfield, bouncing back to the right and fighting up the middle for a gain of around 5 yards. We'll set up a 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. Hatfield has been a busy man so far in this game, as it has seen or shown to possibly be a big part of the game plan for Coach Todd Miller. So 2nd and 5 here. As Lehman comes to the line of scrimmage. Gets set. Hatfield lined off to the left side of him. Going to drop back, looking to the right. He's going to launch it deep to the right. And that is going to be, see the call here. They're going to say caught at the 15-yard line. Number 5. It's going to be Fain for the Tigers. A huge catch for Fain on the sideline, beating the double coverage, using that speed. Fain is 6'2", and he's got speed 192. They sometimes will bring him in as the backup running back with his extra size over Hatfield. Hatfield comes in at only 5'9", 165 pounds, but he's a speed back, and he shows it. So kind of they're different backs, but Fain getting active on the sideline there with a huge catch, setting up the Tigers in the red zone here. They're going to go back to a pass. It's going to be caught on the RPO and into the end zone for a touchdown. That's going to be number 1, Brock Gordy with the touchdown for the Tigers. It was an RPO, and Lehman decided to throw the quick slant to Gordy. He was able to fight forward as he's being tackled into the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown for the Titans, and it's going to make this game 12-0. So we're just getting started. Only 5 minutes left here, or 5 minutes still left in the first quarter. They will elect to go for one here, not two, as the extra point unit will come out. As the kick this time is believed tipped once again and no good. So possibly no adjustment there by the Tigers as back-to-back extra points are tipped, blocked, however you want to say it. And that is going to lead to no good. So still only 12-0 here in this game as the Tigers lead the Titans. We're going to take a quick break and be right back after this on 810varsity.com.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the points.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gets you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium as they just watched themselves fall now down 12-0 early in this one. The Tigers offense has been able to find the end zone twice early in this game. Successful play calling by the Tigers. As on that play, it was a RPO, faked the handoff to Preston Hatfield, the running back, and Lehman was able to sling it in there to Gordy for the touchdown on the slant. The kick is off and away, and they'll send the ball back to the Titans, who are looking to answer in this one. Be returned to the 20-yard line to the 30, looking for a seam, and then hit hard at around the 34-yard line. And that is where Dawson Edwards will take over as his third possession of this game for the Titans. Trying to find anything here on offense. Been a couple of quick 3-and-outs early in this game. So needing a touchdown to get back into this one, down 12-0. We'll see what Edwards decides to do. Only a handful of carries so far for Alexander Duncan. Wouldn't want to see this game get too far out of hand where the Titans feel like they cannot utilize such a valuable weapon out of the backfield and have to go away from him. But they'll come out this time as Duncan's late onto the field. I was about to say, yeah, only 10 guys on the field, but here comes Duncan avoiding the penalty. They'll go receiver to the left and one to the right. Duncan offset of Edwards to the right. It'll be a handoff to Duncan, but nowhere to go as the Tigers are all over him. Number 65, Nick Dawson, the defensive tackle, able to gobble up Duncan in the backfield. That'll be a loss of around 3 yards on the first down and carry to Duncan. So Lee Summit staying aggressive on defense, putting pressure in the backfield on the quarterback or on the running back. The running lanes have been scarce so far for the Titans in this one, as Duncan will check out and come snipe. Edwards comes back up to the line of scrimmage. We'll go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Snipe lined up directly behind him. It's going to be flags flying on this one as the refs will blow this play dead before it ever gets going. See what the penalty here is. Penalty is going to go against the Tigers. Player offsides for the Tigers. That'll move the Titans forward. That'll set up a 2nd and 7 for Lee Summit West. As Sims will rotate sides of the slot, moving to the left, looks like here on this play call. Edwards takes the snap. Going to fake the handoff on the end round and pitch it back behind him. Trying to find somewhere to go. He's going to change directions back to the right. Edwards is going to go pick up a block for him. He's got a lot of space to the 40, to the 30, and then brought down at the 31-yard line. How about that? It was a blown-up play going to the left for Chris Harris. The receiver came in motion. So a little bit of trickery there from the Titans. The player is hurt for the Tigers. I hope he's all right. It looked like Dawson Edwards, the quarterback, when the play was blown up, they changed directions of the field, and Edwards got out there and picked up a huge block, which really sprung Chris Harris on that play. But we do have a player down here as the training staff will attend to him. I can't quite make out a number on that. The Tigers player's down. I hope he's okay. We will see here. We're going to take a quick break here and be right back after this injury timeout.
Kitchen feeling a little empty? How about your car? Go ahead, fill your cart or your tank. You're a Chopper shopper. Chopper shoppers earn points every time they shop at Price Chopper. Then they can choose how to spend them. Select from free items in the Price Chopper app and load them onto your card. Or save on fuel at Quick Trip. Get 25 cents off per gallon for every 500 rewards points. Become a Chopper shopper and start saving even more today.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the points.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Welcome back to Titans Stadium. They were able to help that player off. He was able to walk off the field under his own will. So hopefully he's okay. That's going to set up a big 1st and 10 here. It's going to be handoff up the middle for Duncan on the inside zone. He's going to fight for a gain of around 4 on 1st down. Setting up a 2nd and 6 for the Titans after the huge trickery triple option play they ran where Chris Harris was able to pick up a gain of around 30 yards. So the momentum was injected into this crowd as you could feel them getting loud here on homecoming night. Finally a play to get the crowd into it, honestly. And that's exactly what the Titans offense needed, is hopefully they can take that momentum they got from that play and find a way into the end zone here. They're going to go 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Edwards. High snap, handled well, handed off, and blown up in the backfield. Nowhere to go once again on that run game for Lee Summit West. I believe that was Snipe on the carry. It was, yeah, and Snipe had nowhere to go once again. So some issues up front for the Titans in this one so far is that Tigers D-line is able to get really good penetration on the run. As Duncan will check back in for the Titans on 3rd and long now. See what the play call here is from Coach Horn of the Titans. It's going to be a rollout to the left. Looking downfield is Edwards. He's going to find a man open to the right. He's going to be caught fighting for yardage near the 15-yard line and pushed out of bounds is Ben Wooden, number 10. So able to find Wooden, who got around the broken coverage, wide open at the sticks, able to haul it in. Great play there in the pocket by Edwards as there was pressure on him, able to evade the pressure, finding his target downfield and take the hit. It's exactly what you want out of your 6'5" quarterback who can just stand in the pocket like the Statue of Liberty and deliver a great pass there on 3rd down. Picking up the 1st down for the Titans. They're going to go 3 receivers to the left. That's going to be Sims in the slot. Duncan lined offset of Edwards. High snap once again, handled well by Edwards, who's going to take it himself to the right, fighting for extra yards on the gain of about 3. I don't know if that was the play design or Dawson Edwards just knew the snap was off and threw the timing of the play off. So good recovery there possibly by Dawson Edwards, the quarterback of the Titans. It's going to make it 2nd and 5 now for Lee Summit West. A gain of 5. Edwards able to get quite a bit there, a lot more than even what it looked like. So good marking by the officials. As it looks like there's going to be a false start possibly on the Titans, or maybe they're going to get it on the defense here. See what the officials' call is on this one. It was 2nd and 5. Sims was coming in motion, and the officials blew the play dead. Looked like some early movement up front. As the white hat gets ready to call it, and it's going to be a timeout, actually. So no flag at all. Flag's going to get picked up. It was actually a timeout called by the Titans before the play happened, so. We're going to take a quick break here on 810varsity.com and be right back with this red zone drive for the Titans.
Kitchen feeling a little empty? How about your car? Go ahead, fill your cart or your tank. You're a Chopper shopper. Chopper shoppers earn points every time they shop at Price Chopper. Then they can choose how to spend them. Select from free items in the Price Chopper app and load them onto your card. or save on fuel at Quick Trip. Get 25 cents off per gallon for every 500 rewards points. Become a Chopper shopper and start saving even more today.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium on a 2nd and 5. So still enough yardage they can get the first down and still get a 1st and goal. Because they're not quite close enough. It's about an extra 6 yards in between the first down marker and the end zone. They'll come back out 2nd and 5 for the Titans. I believe that's Duncan in the backfield. Wouldn't be surprised to hand it off here, although they have struggled in the run so far in this game. He's going to go 2 receivers to the right. Receiver comes in motion. That's number 9 on the jet sweep. But Edwards decides to keep it himself and nowhere to go, and he's going to be punished by a whole pack of Tigers as they will drive him backwards and slam him down. Hopefully Edwards is okay after that one. Looks like it was a jet sweep option to Chris Harris, who came in motion. That's going to make it a 3rd and 8 now for Lee Summit West. See what the play call here is on one of the most important 3rd downs so far for the Titans in this one. They'll go 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Edwards takes the snap, drops backs, and just throws it to Duncan, but it's offline, a little high and over his head. Incomplete, and that will force a 4th down. So important play call coming up here. The player's helmet did come off and landed, unfortunately, somehow about 10 yards away from where he was at. I'm not sure what happened there. Hopefully he's all right. That is now a 4th and 8. His number 62 will check in, as I believe Coach Horn decides to go for the field goal. He'll send on the kicker, number 36. It's going to be Brenton on for the field goal. So 2 blocked extra points for the Tigers. Can the kicking unit for West to get things going and get themselves on the scoreboard here as the kick is up. And it is good right down the middle. That will put the Titans on the scoreboard, making the score to this game Lee Summit 12, Lee Summit West 3. And we're going to take a quick break and be right back after this on 810varsity.com.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious, triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium, as it was a field goal attempt on 4th down from West. That was good. Putting them on the board. They will have to kick the ball now back to the Tigers, who are 2 for 2 on drive so far at finding the red zone. We'll see if the Titans defense can get things sorted out and able to get a stop on this drive. As Brock Gordy scored last time, the 6'1 senior, on an RPO. Was able to catch a slant pass from the left slot, working to the right pylon. Titans kick the ball off as the kick is up and low line drive. It's going to bounce at the 20-yard line, and flags are thrown on this one. We'll see what happened here. The officials will talk about it really quick. So they will redo the kickoff after the flag. I believe it will push the Titans backwards. A false start, so I believe a player just got in front of the kicker, past the line of scrimmage before the kick was up, pushing the Titans back 5 yards, and they will redo the kickoff. So possibly better starting field position for Lee Summit. So we'll do it again. As the kick is up Once again, a low liner. It's going to be fair caught by number 12 at around the 30-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. That's the 29, and that is where the Lee Summit Tigers offense will take over. So out comes Braden Lehman, number 11, the senior quarterback, who's been able to find 2 touchdowns early in this game. Lehman, a week ago, had an impressive game where he threw for 346 yards, 2 touchdowns. He already has 2 touchdowns so far in this game. So looking to have a big one as they lead 12-3 in this game. Tigers come back out. Going to come 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left for Lehman. Tight end offset the tackle is a heavy set here, and it will be a handoff. It's going to be Hatfield bouncing to the right, finding a little bit of space, and then chopped down close to the first down marker. So a heavy set there from the Tigers as they'll go 2 tight ends and really stack the line of scrimmage. And they ran it to the right the way they stacked that extra tight end. And Preston Hatfield was able to find about a gain of 9. He's going to set up a 2nd and short here for the Tigers. So they'll go 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Lehman tries to get the Titans to jump off sides there with the hard count. Not to be easy. They'll change the play here. Going to drop back, rolling to his left, trying to find somebody downfield, and he does. It's going to be the other Hatfield brother who catches it, makes a man miss around the 50-yard line and falls forward. So a good play there by Braden Lehman, the quarterback, able to find some extra time, roll out left. Seems like he had all day and able to hit Peyton Hatfield, number 7, the junior. They stacked 4 receivers to the left. 3 of them went downfield. Hatfield stayed shallow and was wide open. That will bring us, though, to the end of the first quarter, and we'll take a quick break here on 810varsity.com with the Tigers leading the Titans 12-3.
What's up, Auntie? Did you get the basketball shoes I need for tryouts this weekend?
Oh, dude,
It's okay.
I'm not going to be able to make it to Dick's this week.
You can just click on Dix.com.
Dix.com. Dix.com.
Hi. Oh, welcome to Dix.com.
Wow, they're beautiful.
Let's go shopping.
Are you kidding me? I'm in ball heaven. I like you. Look at all these cups. I really like you. I don't even live near water.
Whoa, these arrived so fast.
I know, right? You're about to get posterized. I'm going to shatter that glass.
Let's go.
Dix.com.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium here on homecoming night. Tigers have the ball at midfield as we go to quarter 2. It was a big 2nd and 1, a gain of 10. So they're going to hand off this time to Hatfield, as this time has nowhere to go for one of the first times this game. Blown up in the backfield by Lee Summit West. So that will be a loss of around 4 for the Tigers. One of the first times they've gone backwards in this game that wasn't a penalty. They'll go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. It's going to be Hatfield in the slot for Lehman. He's going to take the snap and roll out to his right. Looking downfield, trying to find a man. Feeling the pressure and will throw it away, and he was driven down too. It's A.J. Fan, the linebacker, coming in and putting a big hit on Lehman. So Fain was be credited with the pass breakup. Fain, the starting linebacker, the senior of this Titans defense. They go as he goes. That is a huge play, setting up a 3rd and long now for the Tigers. The Titans have had a couple of the Tigers have had a couple 3rd and longs and have been able to execute well and find the first down every time. So we'll see if the Titans defense is able to do something different on this 3rd down that propels them to get the stop. It's going to be a drop back for Lehman. Looking downfield and really throws it deep. It's going to be floating downfield and incomplete. Just over the head. Looking for Fain, who had a touchdown earlier in this game. That'll set up a 4th and around 13 now. They will punt this ball away, I believe. So the first punt for the Tigers so far in this game. Huge defensive stand for the Titans. Able to get the tackle for a loss on Hatfield really propelled this. The officials will blow this one dead before it got going. So the punt was off. No flag, just a timeout by the Titans. We're going to take a quick break of this timeout and be right back with a Tigers punt.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Welcome back, as it is a 4th and 13 for the Lee Summit Tigers, as they will punt this ball away to the Titans. Their first stop of the game so far for the Titans, as they've put up points on their last offensive drive. And on this drive, they're able to get a stop. So things trending in the right direction for the Titans, as they're only down 12-3 early in the second quarter, as we have 11 minutes to go here in the second. As they will stick with the punt unit after the timeout. Thought maybe after the timeout, maybe there's some talk about going for it on 4th, but they'll go punt here. Titans don't send a lot of pressure, and the punt is away with ease. It's going to be fair, caught at the 15-yard line by Snipe, and that is where Lee Summit West will take over. They're able to get a field goal on their last possession when they stalled out at around the 15-yard line. Or facing about a 4th and 8, and they decided not to go for it. Take the points, get on the board. Now it is what will they do on this drive to get them back into this game. A touchdown could be huge, make this game extremely close. But that's yet to be answered for the Titans, as they've not found the end zone once in this game so far. So they'll take the field for the 4th time under Edwards, a 6'5" quarterback. Glad to see he's okay. He took a big hit on that last drive. But he's all right. He's back out there. The Titans will go 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's going to be Duncan offset to the right of Edwards. It's going to be a handoff to Duncan, who's going to work up the middle and then brought down after a gain of around 5. As the Titans trying to get that run game going, they were stifled a few times in their opening couple of drives. So it's good to see that run game going. As Duncan has been their premier back all year. Tavion Sims has not had a lot of action in this game. Had a touchdown last week against Rockers. I'd like to see how they get him involved. It's going to go a jet sweep here. It's going to be a handoff up the middle once again to Duncan, but this time met and driven backwards after a gain of around a yard. I was talking about seeing Sims in action, and on that play, Sims came in motion. Thought there was a chance they were going right to him. So that'll set up a 3rd and short here for West. It's number 1, the 6'4" senior, Braylon Brakefield, will check in, head up to the top of the screen for the Titans. They get ready for this big 3rd down here, as the student section is going wild for the Tigers. 2 running backs in the backfield. It's going to be a rollout for Edwards under pressure, trying to find someone. He's got someone open. It's going to be caught. That's going to be Sims, working to the 50-yard line, cutting back right, and then thrown down at around the 45-yard line. So a huge play on 3rd and 1. Lee Summit West, you know, you think 3rd and short, they're going to hand it right off to Duncan. They go the hard play action. Edwards able to find time and roll out left under pressure, finding his favorite target, Sims, open. Once Sims gets the ball, he's always dangerous. He's so shifty, able to make people miss in space. But a huge play by the Titans will set them up at the 45-yard line of the Tigers, turning the ball into enemy territory now. As this time it'll be Nehemiah Snipe lining up offset Edwards. Edwards takes a low snap. It's going to be a quarterback draw up the middle, but nowhere to go as he's tackled kind of awkwardly there by the middle linebacker, Blaze Sanson, number 9. So a short gain of 2 on the quarterback draw. trying to catch the Tigers off guard there, but they were prepared. Set up a 2nd and 8 now for the Titans with 8:42 to go here in the second quarter. This play call comes in. Going to go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bottom of the screen is Chris Harris. It's going to be a handoff up the middle by to Duncan, who's going to be driven down with nowhere to go. Tackled by the linebacker for the Tigers, Nathan Alexopoulos to be exact. Substitutions here for the Titans, once again is 3rd and long. Breakfield's going to check back in. He's got a good size advantage there at the top of the screen. See if they'll test it. 3rd and long here. Duncan lines up offset of Edwards. Showing pressure, they send it. The Tigers do send a blitz there. Edwards does buy time, looking to the right, throwing deep downfield, and I believe incomplete. Yes, incomplete at around the 10-yard line. So the Tigers sent pressure off the left side. Edwards was able to buy enough time to get it off, but just missed his man. Good coverage there downfield by R.J. Scott. So that'll force a 4th down, and the Titans will send the punt unit back out there as they'll punt it for the 3rd time this game. Owen Walker on for the punt here, number 93. Has a huge stop there for the Tigers, keeping this game at 12-3. The punt this time it's blocked. It's blocked this time by number 10, able to get there. It's been all season. It's been close, and finally the Tigers are able to get there and block the punt. Pressure off the edge by number 10. It's going to be Kiera Lewis, the defensive tackle, 6'3", getting in there and blocking the punt. So a huge turn of events there for the Tigers. They're going to have great field position once again. Earlier this game, it was a bad punt that went high, giving the Tigers the ball at the 35. That resulted in a touchdown. They're going to get the ball at the 40-yard line this time. So taking advantage of short field has been the game plan so far for the Lee Summit Tigers. They're set up 1st and 10 here. Once again, already in Titan territory. As out comes Lehman, the quarterback. 2 touchdowns so far in this one. They're going to go 2 receivers to the left, tight end set to the right. Going to be a drop back for Lehman, looking downfield. Going to throw it, trying to find his man. He's going to hit his guy in stride, able to haul it in at the sideline and brought out at the 15-yard line. It's going to be Preston Hatfield with a catch on the sideline. Going to the other Hatfield brother, getting them both involved. Like I said in the pregame, or right before the game, both those Hatfield brothers on the ground and through the air are very dangerous. And the Tigers have shown their weapons so far in this game, getting it to the explosive players in both the Hatfield brothers. And what a pass there by Lehman. A perfect throw. So that'll set up a 1st and 10 now in the red zone. Is there going to be a handoff to the other Hatfield, number 2, breaking up the middle, breaking another tackle, spinning around a man and into the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. An impressive run there by Preston Hatfield. Able to break one, spin around another, and walk into the end zone. It looked like he was going to go down a few times there, but that is not the case, as he will walk in for the touchdown. That is going to make this game 18-3. Tigers over Titans. We'll see what they're doing here. It looks like they might be going for the 2-pointer after a couple of blocked extra points. See if they're keeping the offense out here. It looks like that is what they're doing. Todd Miller keeping the offense out here to go for 2. Or are they going for the extra point? Still not entirely sure what the play call here is. Some of the players kind of just standing around as the lineman comes in. And then a timeout. Yeah, definitely some miscommunication there, as I believe they were going to kick the extra point, but a timeout after some trickery. But the Titans are actually the ones to take the timeout. Not sure what was going on there. So we're going to take a quick break and see if it's a 2-point conversion or an extra point when we get back after this on 810varsity.com. Welcome back to Titan Stadium. It was a 20-yard run from Preston Hatfield that got the touchdown, breaking multiple tackles as he strolled into the end zone. The game score is 18-3, but we're still waiting to see if it's a two-point conversion or an extra point. The Titans did call a timeout as it looks like it is a two-point attempt by the Tigers, and an awkward formation here. Number 3, Jackson Ross, the backup quarterback, is in, as they did just get the Titans to jump, so it's going to make this two-point trial a little bit easier. Not what you wanted if you were Lee Summit West. Number 21, Jake Phillips, jumping there on the far right side. So that's going to move him forward just a little bit. We're still going to see the two-point attempt here. I'm curious what this play design is, as they do have the backup quarterback in. It is not the starter Lehman who's had an impressive night. It's the backup quarterback coming in. So two-point attempt here. It's going to be a handoff. Bad snap in that. Yeah, oh, no. And picked up, nowhere to go. No good on the two-point tries. The score is going to stay 18-3. So I think the pressure of that play just waiting so long to happen might have got to the Tigers, as Jackson Ross had trouble handling the snap, coming in cold off the sideline as the backup quarterback. Just not quite ready for that. So we're going to take a quick break here on 810varsity.com and be right back after this.
What's up, Auntie? Did you get the basketball shoes I need for tryouts this weekend?
Oh, dude,
It's okay.
I'm not going to be able to make it to Dick's this week.
You can just click on Dix.com.
Dicks.com. Dicks.com.
Hi, welcome to Dix.com.
Wow, they're beautiful.
Let's go shopping.
Are you kidding me? I'm in ball heaven. I like you. Look at all these cups. I really like you. I don't even live near water.
Whoa, these arrived so fast.
I know, right? You're about to get posterized. I'm going to shatter that
Come on,
glass.
let's go.
Dicks.com.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium as the Tigers get ready to kick it off after the touchdown. So the score of 18 might look a little weird to you folks at home, but what has happened here is Lee Summit scored on the first drive, had a block extra point, scored on the second drive, had a block extra point, and then on their third touchdown, they decided to go for 2, and it was no good. That gives you a score of 18-3 as they do kick this one away. They'll be fielded in the end zone. And he looks at, I think that's Snipe. I think he was ready to take it out of the end zone, but the officials, if you calling it a touchback. So the Titans will take over on offense, now finding themselves down 18-3. Looking at Dawson Edwards, Alexander Duncan, Snipe, Travion Sims, some of these weapons for the Titans to see who it is that can possibly have a big play to get the Titans back into this game. Because they're only down by 15, only a 2-possession game still, but don't want to see it turn into much more as we still have 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter after that Tigers touchdown on the drive ago. So here comes the Titans offense back out onto the field. Dawson Edwards leads the Titans. We'll have 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's going to be Brakefield up to the top of your screen. Sims in the slot. It's going to be a motion for the Titans, and then a snap. It's going to be handoff up to the right for Duncan. Breaking a tackle and fighting forward. A play that should have been a loss of 2 results in a gain of 1 there for Alexander Duncan, number 5. Senior really determined to just not get tackled in the backfield there. So that'll set up a 2nd and 8 for the Titans now. The Titans will get ready here. Edwards will set up 2 receivers to his right, tight end offset the tackle to the right, possibly another run here. No, he's going to fake the run, roll out left for Edwards and throw it deep downfield, overthrowing his intended receiver and almost intercepted by the Tigers, but just out of the reach of the safety. It was Kobe Taylor was the intended receiver. He just checked in, number 88, and that's exactly who Edwards went to right off the bat. But not to be. He's going to set up a big 3rd and 8 now for the Titans in their own 20-yard line. So the way the punts have been going for the Titans, you got to be scared even punting this close to your own end zone. Hopefully some adjustments have been made on that. Hate to see another one blocked and giving the Tigers the ball at the 20-yard line. So they're going to set up 2 backs in the backfield this time. It's going to be a drop back for Edwards, and he's going to go down hard. He never saw him coming, and he drove him down from behind. That was number 10 with the sack, Kier Lewis. He had the blocked punt earlier, now the sack. He's been active in this game off the D-line for the Tigers. And now it will be a 4th and forever. And that's forcing the Titans to punt the ball on their own 15-yard line. The punter will catch this one in the end zone. So a dangerous, dangerous punt here as you expect the Tigers to possibly be sitting the house on this punt. The Titans do run an interesting punt here as they spread their guys really far out. But this time able to get the punt off. It's his best punt of the game, and right when he needed it, it's going to take a friendly Titans bounce as well and roll all the way to the 50-yard line. It's almost a 50-yard punt for the Titans. Exactly what they needed, and that is where now the Tigers will take over. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Up 18-3 with 5:22 to go in the second quarter. We'll see what is in store for the Tigers on this drive as they've been successful 3 of their 4 drives finding the end zone. The Titans defense really need to find a stop here and help their offense out, who's struggled to get going early in this game. We've seen it a few times from the Titans being shut out twice this year, but other times, last week able to score 17. Week 2, they were able to score 27. So 1st and 10 here. It's going to be handoff for Hatfield up the middle. Fighting to the left, still breaking tackles, but then will go down after a gain of a few. Preston Hatfield just not willing to go down there. Bring a gain. I'm going to give him forward progress here a little bit, it looks like. It's going to be a gain of 4, setting up a 2nd and 6 for the Tigers. They're going to go receiver to the right, one to the left here for Lehman. As they get the play in, the Tigers looking over to the sideline, trying to get things figured out on this 2nd and 6. And there it looks like they might have just burned a timeout. That is exactly what it is. So some miscommunications are going to be a quick timeout by the Tigers as they talk things over here on 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line. We'll be right back here on 810varsity.com right after this.
What's up, Auntie? Did you get the basketball shoes I need for tryouts this weekend?
Oh, dude,
It's okay.
I'm not going to be able to make it to Dick's this week.
You can just click on Dix.com.
Dix.com. Dix.com.
Hi, welcome to Dix.com.
Wow, they're beautiful.
Let's go shopping.
Are you kidding me? I'm in ball heaven. I like you. Look at all these cups. I really like you. I don't even live near water.
Whoa, these arrived so fast.
I know, right? You're about to get posterized. I'm going to shatter that glass.
Let's go.
Dix.com.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium. The Tigers called a timeout on 2nd and 6 to talk things over. Some miscommunications as you saw the players looking over to the sideline trying to get the play correctly. So the timeout, things have been talked about. Reset up by 15 for the Tigers. It's been Preston Hatfield with a few really good runs. Braden Lehman with some great passes to Peyton Hatfield. Number 7 had a great catch to drive a go. See who they go to here on 2nd and 6. Receiver comes in motion. It's going to be a drop back for Lehman, looking deep downfield. He's going to launch it deep and, oh my, and caught at the 3-yard line over double coverage of all things. I thought he had too much on it, but not enough. Number 5 able to bring that in. That's going to be Kirsten Fain with an amazing one-handed grab. Put that up for catch of the year over double coverage. And Braden Lehman really showing off that yard as a 47-yard pass. Absolute laser from Lehman. That is going to set up a 1st and goal now for the Tigers, who already find themselves up by 15, trying to spoil the Titans' homecoming night. They're going to go receiver out wide to the right by himself, one to the left. Hatfield lined up. That's who they're going to go to right up the middle, who's going to plow his way forward. Does he have enough for the touchdown? The officials will talk about it, and they will say the right line judge says no. We'll see. I believe they're going to say he is short. That'll set up a 2nd and goal. As you got to imagine, they're not going to change the game plan too much here, as I expect them to hand the ball right back off to Hatfield and give him another try. As actually, I believe that Hatfield having to check out. I think his helmet might have came off. So they might have to change the play call here a little bit. I believe Hatfield's helmet came off, so he'll have to check out for one play. They'll bring in number 6, who powers it right up the middle and dives in for a touchdown. Actually, number 5, I believe that was Fain, the guy. Yeah, Fain, who caught the pass. They're letting him just take a QB draw almost right up the middle. Talk about getting your guy his touchdown, making sure he got it. He was close, only came up about 2 yards short after the really impressive catch. I really like that play call there by Coach Todd Miller, letting his guy get his touchdown. It's definitely a confidence boost for him. as he feels like he finished the drive off. That'll make the score now 24-3, Tigers over Titans, as they will look like they're going to attempt another 2-point conversion here, trying to make it 26-3. Similar play to the play before as the backup quarterback does check in here. It's going to be Jackson Ross. He's going to keep it and roll to the right and then plow forward, diving into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It's going to be good. It's going to make the score 26-3 now. Tigers over Titans. I've been Cade Ricketts here on 810varsity.com. We're going to take a quick break.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the points.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium as the Tigers are up 26-3 so far in this one. It has been a great game so far by the Tigers as the Titans still try to find their wheels on offense. We'll get ready another chance here before halftime. Still 3:21 to go before we hit the half here in the second quarter. Touchdown here could really help them cut this to a 16-point lead. On the 2-point conversion, it was the backup quarterback, Jackson Ross, once again, who's checked in. They tried to go to that play, the drive before on the 2-point attempt, but it was a mishandled snap by Ross. They went back to what I believe was probably the same play call that time and able to execute it very well. So they go a quarterback keeper for the touchdown, a quarterback keeper for the 2-point conversion. And that way they find themselves getting 8 points on that drive. Another successful Tigers offensive drive as they will kick the ball off back to the Titans. The kick is up, and it is a good one. It's going to be fielded at about the 5-yard line and returned. Making a man miss the 20, cutting back right, changing direction, trying to get the edge. He does have the edge on the first player, and then shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A good return by, I believe, Chris Harris, the wide receiver for the Titans. So that is where Lee Summit West will take over the 35-yard line. So better field position this time than last. See if they're able to execute and find the end zone, cutting into this lead. They find themselves down by 23 now. They know that they need to find the offense as the pressure to score grows for this Titans offense. An offense that a few times this year has felt this pressure and have yet to show that they can overcome it. So a huge opportunity here on homecoming night to prove they can and find the end zone on this drive right before half. In the half off right, going to halftime, get things cleaned up and come back out strong. On the flip side of that, the Tigers just need to keep doing what they've been doing, and that's why they find themselves up 26-3. So 1st and 10 here for the Titans. Edwards, 3 receivers to his left. It's going to be a screen to the right. It's going to be caught by Sims, I believe, fighting for extra yards and falling down about 2 yards short of the first down. Excuse me, that was Nehemiah Snipes. Snipe out of the backfield on the little screen play to the right. Stepped out a little bit before I thought he did. It's going to make it 2nd and 4 now for the Titans. As Tavion Sims will check in. So 2nd and 4 here for West. Edwards takes the snap. Is going to roll out to his left. Sensing pressure, throws it to nobody at the feet of actually his receiver. I believe he was trying to go to Sims there. Edwards did take a huge hit. He's a little slow to get up. Hope he's all right. He's been hit hard a couple times in this game, but just really showing how tough he is just popping up after these hard hits as he's sitting there. Looks like to possibly be in some pain. I hope he is okay, but that'll set up a 3rd and 4 now for the Titans as Edwards looks like he'll tough it out and stay on the field. On this huge 3rd and 4 with 2:30 to go before halftime here at Titan Stadium. They're going to go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Edwards checks to the sideline. Need to change the play. They'll stay with it. Edwards takes the snap. One off left. Instant pressure as a breakdown and blocking. Edwards just tries to throw it downfield with nowhere to go. Able to get outside of the tackle box. So avoid the intentional grounding. But Kieri Lewis, number 10, he's had a sack. Just forced the incompletion there. Had a sack earlier. Had the block punt. Lewis is having a huge game here for the Tigers. That is going to force a punt. So with 2:23 to go still in this game after the punt, The Tigers have plenty of time to try to put up more points and run another drive, as I believe they still have maybe one timeout in this game. Titans have had trouble so far this year in this game with high punts, bad punts, blocked punts, but the Tigers don't send any pressure this time. Surprisingly, it's a great punt by the Titans, fielded at the 15-yard line. I believe that is Hatfield trying to find anywhere to go, and then brought down around the 22-yard line, and that is where at least someone will take over. Coach Todd Miller has to be happy with his offense so far. We'll see what the game plan is on this last drive, possibly before half with 2 minutes to go. But Braden Lehman having a really impressive game. A couple of huge throws, really showing off his arm strength in this game, especially the drive ago. He's able to hit Fane number 5 on a huge 50-yard completion, and able to finish it off with a touchdown on the lineup as quarterback kept it and dove right into the end zone. So Tigers offense takes over at their own 21-yard line. Going to go 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, 5 wide here for Lehman. He takes the snap, drops back, throws the quick comeback route. The Titans drive him back to the line of scrimmage and out of bounds. We'll see if they'll give him where they give him forward progress at. And they will say a gain of about 1. My bad. Number 1. It's going to be Gordy with the catch there. Gain of 5. Setting up a 2nd and 5 now for the Tigers. They're going to stay in this 5-wide formation, giving Lehman the backfield all to himself. Going to drop back once again. Go with a quick pass that's going to be in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Set it up now a 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. See if they stay in that 5-wide. Possibly their 2-minute offense here is just to spread things out and let Lehman throw it downfield. But a couple of quick throws there to the sideline, trying to hit it and get out of bounds and save the clock possibly. 3rd and 5. They'll line up 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Lehman. Takes the snap, drops back. First target's not there. He's just going to throw it over the head of his intended receivers. The Titans were able to blow up that screen. A little bit of a risky throw there by Lehman, but it'll fall harmlessly to the ground, setting up a 4th and 5 now. And the Tigers are forced to send out the punting unit. So an interesting drive there as we see them go 5 wide a handful of times. One of the first drives this game, I get the clock slow, but we didn't see Preston Hatfield with any carry attempts. So they get the punt off here, feeling the pressure. It's going to land at about the 40 and roll backwards. The Snipes wisely decides to run away from it, as it'll be down at the 25-yard line. That is where West will take over. With only 1:19 to go, we'll see what they decide to do on this late second quarter drive, down 23. You got to think they're going to be aggressive. You got to think Coach Horn is going to let the green light go for quarterback Dawson Edwards. Let him sling it downfield, trying to get back into this game before halftime. So they will come out onto the field. Tigers playing more of a pass coverage look here as they'll go to a 3-down line. More DBs on the field anticipating the pass from the Titans. Be a handoff up the middle to Duncan, so maybe Coach Horn is content and will run the clock here, as there's nowhere to go there for Duncan. Trying to go to the left on a stretch, but driven backwards. The sun has gone down. It is now dark here at Titan Stadium on homecoming night. Kind of a chill in the air a little bit, but the players are playing good. The fans are ready and into it. Here we go, 2nd and 10 now. It's going to be a handoff once again up the middle to Duncan. He's going to cut back right, up the middle, fighting for extra yards and then driven backwards after a gain of around 3 with 39 seconds and the clock running down. We'll see if they'll call another play here or just take it to half. 3rd and 6 now for Lee Summit West, as they're taking their time, as I do believe they're going to let this run down. Play clock, though, is at 17. Game clock at 16. So about a 2-second difference between the game and the play clock, forcing the Titans to call one more play here, as Coach Horn keeps things pretty conservative and just hands it off up the middle to Duncan one more time. He will go down, and that will send us to halftime with a score of Lee Summit Tigers 26, Lee Summit West 3 here on 810varsity.com.
Kitchen feeling a little empty? How about your car? Go ahead, fill your cart or your tank. You're a Chopper shopper. Chopper shoppers earn points every time they shop at Price Chopper. Then they can choose how to spend them. Select from free items in the Price Chopper app and load them onto your card. Or save on fuel at Quick Trip. Get 25 cents off per gallon for every 500 rewards points. Become a Chopper shopper and start saving even more today.
What's up, Auntie? Did you get the basketball shoes I need for tryouts this weekend?
Oh, dude,
It's okay.
I'm not going to be able to make it to Dick's this week.
You can just click on Dix.com.
Dicks.com. Dicks.com.
Hi, welcome to Dix.com.
Wow, they're beautiful.
Let's go shopping.
Are you kidding me? I'm in ball heaven. I like you. Look at all these cups. I really like you. I don't even live near water.
Whoa, these arrived so fast.
I know, right? You're about to get posterized. I'm going to shatter that glass.
Let's go.
Dicks.com.
How does this place make pizza that does that? Honestly, no idea. But I'm gonna start looking into it one slice at a time. Buy one single topping pizza and get the second 50% off. It's not crazy. It's Casey's.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium as the Lee Summit Tigers are on top of Lee Summit West by a score of 26-3 as we have about 30 seconds here before the second half is ready to kick off here at halftime. But going back to that first half, it was an impressive offensive performance by Lee Summit Tigers. Lehman had a couple of really impressive passes, some really good runs by Preston Hatfield, the running back. And the first touchdown was caught by R.J. Scott. It was about a 20-yard, 25-yard corner route touchdown that put them up 6-0 after the blocked extra point. And they were able to find the end zone one more time. It was Brock Gordy on an RPO slant. Lehman was able to hit him. That made it 12-0 after another blocked PAT. So obviously a theme for the Tigers, if there was anything they could do better, is maybe clean up the extra points, as they've had 2 blocked extra points in this one. But going forward after that, Titans were able to find a field goal. That made it 12-3, then a touchdown. It was actually it was a receiver who came in and kept it on a quarterback keeper. It was Fain, number 5 for the Tigers, able to run it in for a touchdown. That made it 18-3. And then they had a 1-yard rushing touchdown by Fain again. That made it, and a 2-point conversion. That made it 26. So that recaps the first half as it'll be a kickoff by West to the Tigers. Fair caught at the 30-yard line. Tigers up 26-3. They get the ball now, looking to add on to that lead. Obviously, the Titans trying to figure out some answer on defense to find a stop. Only able to stop the Tigers' offense once in the first half, and they had a penalty that pushed the Tigers back on that drive that helped them get that stop. So it's been a rough night all around for the Titans. You just got to hope they're able to turn this around as it's still within reach. A lot of game to go. Obviously, I always say, if one team is able to put up 26 points and hold you to 3 in the first half, you could do the same thing to them in the second half. So still anybody's game, regardless of the score. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Hatfield, bouncing to the left, and driven down. Looked like number 93, Owen Walker, trying to pop the ball out there for the Titans, but not able to get it out. And Hatfield will go down harmlessly to the ground after a gain of around 4. That's going to set up a 2nd and 6 now for the Lee Summit Tigers. They'll send 2 receivers to the right. It's going to be Gordy and Hatfield lined up to the right for the Tigers. Lehman behind the center, takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff once again to Hatfield, who then ends around it back to the other Hatfield, his brother, who's got the edge up the left sideline, breaking tackles and then hammered at the 50-yard line, hit hard and driven down. That's going to be number 33, A.J. Fain for the Titans. Able to make a huge hit there, but another handoff and then a fake to the jet sweep. It was Preston Hatfield to Peyton Hatfield, tossing it to his brother there. That's got to be pretty cool. We're able to find a huge gain there, taking it to about the 50-yard line for the Tigers and a first down. The Titans once again giving up a big play there to one of the Hatfield brothers, neither one of the Hatfield brothers have been able to find the end zone in this game, but man, they have a responsible for a lot of these yards. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. It's going to be Preston Hatfield fighting for a gain of around 2. Preston Hatfield did have a touchdown earlier in the game. But that'll make it 2nd and around 9 now for the Tigers. Yeah, going back to that, my apologies to Hatfield. Preston Hatfield did have that big 20-yard touchdown run where he broke a couple of tackles. How did I forget about that? But so Preston Hatfield able to find the end zone. Peyton Hatfield still held off the scoreboard, but still a lot of game here to be played by the Titans. They're going to go 2 receivers to the right, 1 offset in the slot. Lehman takes a low snap and handles it well and gets the handoff to Hatfield. They're making a man miss, cutting upfield and falling down on 2nd and 10 is good enough for a run of around 11 yards for Preston Hatfield, the junior. Very shifty running back. Hatfield is only coming in at 5'9", 165 pounds, but he's got speed and agility, able to make defenders miss. Good enough for an 11-yard carry. That's going to set up a fresh set of downs for the Tigers. Making it 1st and 10 now from the 40 or the 39-yard line. Titans showing pressure and backing off. It's going to be a handoff up the middle once again for the Tigers. This time handed it off to Fain. Fain's the bigger back. He's listed as a receiver. They like to play him at running back. Had about 9 carries last week in their game against Liberty North. So maybe expect to see some more of him here in the second half. It was all Preston Hatfield in the first. But Fain coming in at 6'2", 192 pounds. Definitely a little bit of change of pace back for the Tigers. They'll go to him one more time to the right. Stiff arming a man, falling down at about the 20-yard line. He'll fall forward, though, get it to around the 17. Another first down for the Lee Summit Tigers as they are just pounding the rock down the field so far early here in the third quarter with about 8:54 to go in the third. Gordy calling the receivers over to the left side of the field. I think a miscommunication there maybe by Peyton Hatfield, getting him to come over to his slot. Look at everything set up here. Preston Hatfield, the impressive running back, will stay on the sideline. Fain is lined up behind Lehman. They'll hand it off to him for the third time in a row, fighting for tough yards forward for a gain of around 4, setting up a 2nd and 6 now for the Tigers as they cross the 20 into the red zone. So 7 yards to go now for the Tigers. They'll make another substitution, moving some of their personnel around. Landon Van Pelt, the 6'7" tight end for the Tigers. He doesn't really do a lot of pass catching, and he's almost an honorary lineman for them. We'll line up to the right here. They'll hand it off, cut back, making another man miss on another juke right in the right before the 1-yard line, and he'll walk in. Preston Hatfield for a Tigers touchdown, his 2nd of the game, making the score now 32-3. Tigers over Titans. Preston Hatfield there with an impressive carry. Just almost looks like he's not even trying as he runs by everybody. Makes 2 people miss and able to juke out the safety, Banto, right in front of the goal line and walk in for a Tigers touchdown. They will go back to the extra point. They struggled with these in the first half. Let's see if they got things cleaned up here. Trying to make it 33. Low snap, handled well. Kick is up and tipped. And no good for the 3rd time tonight. So, like I said, the Tigers have seamlessly done everything right in this game except kick extra points. So the 3rd extra point is no good for them. That'll leave the score at 32, Tigers over Titans. We'll be right back here on 810varsity.com right after this quick break.
Kitchen feeling a little empty? How about your car? Go ahead, fill your cart or your tank. You're a Chopper shopper. Chopper shoppers earn points every time they shop at Price Chopper. Then they can choose how to spend them. Select from free items in the Price Chopper app and load them onto your card. Or save on fuel at Quick Trip. Get 25 cents off per gallon for every 500 rewards points. Become a Chopper shopper and start saving even more today.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium as the Tigers lead swells to now 29. They lead 32-3 on homecoming night here over the Titans. As they will kick the ball back to West, who'll get their first drive of the third quarter of the second half. 8 minutes still to go, down 32-3. We'll see what they can do as the run game will probably be less likely. Alexander Duncan, their premier back for the Titans. Oh, it's going to be bounced by Snipe into the end zone and then fair caught. So they'll start out on the 25-yard line. But almost dangerous play there as Nehemiah Snipe was not able to haul that kickoff in. But like I was saying, Alexander Duncan, the premier back for West, being down 32-3, how many more drives can you go and still hand the ball off to him? You want to get him his carries, but you got to save the clock if they're trying to get back into this. Expect Dawson Edwards to take a couple dropbacks. I'd like to find him to find Tavion Sims. Sims has been a premier player for the Titans, finding the end zone in every week that they've scored and put points up. But like tonight, they have points, and none of them have been by Sims. So Edwards will start with 2 backs in the backfield. Sims will come in motion, and it's going to be handoff up the middle to Duncan, who will fight for about a gain of 4. Should make it 2nd and 6 here. We'll see where they mark it. That's exactly what they'll do. 2nd and 6 now for West. Number 88, Kobe Taylor, will check in for the Titans, headed to the top of the screen. Last time Kobe Taylor checked into the game, they went his way immediately on a deep post. Let's see if there's a similar call here. If they'll let Dawson Edwards drop back and throw it deep. Taylor is a deep threat receiver, a lot of speed. As the corner, you can see in the bottom of the screen, is pressed up, but leaving a lot of cushion between Taylor. 9 comes in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep. They'll pitch it to him to the right, cutting back to the left, fighting forward. Good enough for a Titans first down is going to be Chris Harris. He's done that a few times. And then a late flag thrown, possibly some jawing going on between the two players. This is a crosstown rivalry and a homecoming night for West, so double whammy for them so far. It's not looking good. But a good play call there. I'm hoping that's not against West and take that play off the board. We'll see what the call is. And that is exactly who it is going to be against. It's going to be against Lee Summit West, so take away the first down by Chris Harris. Unfortunate turn of events there for the Titans on their first drive of the second half. Able to find the first down. But they'll have to do it all over again. It'll stay second down. But a lot longer to go now for the Titans. I believe it is going to be second and quite a few here. They're trying to get everything set up here. Is that actually going to set up at his 1st and 10? So after the penalty, it's fresh set of downs now for the Titans. 1st and 10, pushed back on their own 16-yard line. They're going to go 2 receivers stacked to the left, 2 stacked to the right for Edwards. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to the right side. Try to really sell the fake, but nowhere to go. Excuse me, that was not Dawson Edwards for the Titans, as I believe number 8, the senior quarterback, Nicholas Newblood, has checked in. We saw him come into the game a few weeks ago. Hope Edwards is okay. We talked about it. Edwards did take a couple of really big hits in that first half. So Newblood now the starter for the Titans. Titans will come out now on 2nd and 10. Once again, trying to pick up a first down. They're going to go receiver to the bottom of the screen all alone. And then timeout, Titans. So they're going to take a quick timeout, talk about it here on 2nd and 10 on their own 16-yard line. We're going to take a quick break. I'm Kate Ricketts on 810varsity.com.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium as we find ourselves with the Titans trailing big in this game, down by 29. Lee Summit up 32-3. Facing a 2nd and 9, the Titans are. Also with backup quarterback Nicholas Newblood. Newblood now in the game. Junior Edwards checked out at halftime. Showing pressure off the right side. Titans send it. This play is going nowhere. The ball is loose. Mishandling of the ball there. Tigers say they have it. That would be at the 4-yard line, if so. And they do. Tigers ball as they take over. A bad play by the Titans, blowing up a mishandled snap. And Newblood unable to complete the handoff. Then a fumble ensued. The player's down for the Titans, and he really looks like he's playing. I hope that he's okay. On the far side of the field, trying to make it a number on that. The officials will call a injury timeout, and the trainers will tend to the injured player. It is a Titan down, but we're going to take a quick break on this injury timeout and be right back after this on 810varsity.com.
Dad, don't forget about my new cleats.
Sweetie, I can't make it to Dick's this week.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
Have I heard of Dix.com? Have I heard of Dix.com? Whoa.
Don't overthink it. Let's go shopping.
Actually, what I need are some cleats.
How about one of these?
Great.
Done.
Okay.
Anything else?
Now, golf club? Not for me.
Yeah,
Friend.
of course,
I'm just anyone impressed with how fast that was?
Yeah,
I know. I went to Dix.com.
Thank you, I love you.
Well, I went to Dix.com. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, I told you about that. 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 Yeah, I told
Welcome back to Titan Stadium. As you are currently watching Nehemiah Snipe, number 31, the 5'6" running back, the junior, being helped off the field, walking off the field under his own power, so always a good sign to see from the injured player for the Titans. But he did turn the ball over there, and it is going to be a 1st and goal now from the Tigers, who have the ball at the 4-yard line after the fumble. So a big turn of events there, possibly leading to points now for Lee Summit, who leads big already in this game. As Lehman will take the snap, hand it off up the middle, fighting for extra yards and close to the end zone, but just shy of it, I believe. And they're going to mark him just shy on the carry. As a late push there from the Tigers, I believe that is Van Pelt, the tight end. So it's going to draw a flag, and that's going to push the Tigers back. It was Matthew Cates with the carry there, number 27. Haven't said his name too many times tonight, as maybe the Tigers conserving some of their starters in this game, giving them maybe a break now, as they have a long season ahead, as they will more than likely go to 4-1 here. I don't want to jinx anything for anybody, but it's looking like they're possibly going to move to 4-1 on the season, as Lee Summit is having a really impressive year and trying to keep their guys like Preston Hatfield healthy. So we'll see how many more backups possibly come in, but 27, Matthew Gates, didn't have any carries last week, possibly going to find a touchdown here. So he's the 5'7" sophomore, lines up right behind Lehman. They're going to go 2 receivers to the right. 2nd and goal now. The flag was picked up for the Tigers. Lehman will look back and say something to Kites right before the snap, making sure everything's good. Low snap, handled well, handed off to Kites, who will jump up and into the end zone for a touchdown for the Tigers, as they will extend their lead in this game. Some jawing going on in the end zone, as things are getting a little bit chippy here late in this game, as the refs will try to sort everything out and get the players off the field quickly. That'll make it now 38-3. We'll see if the Tigers will send back out the extra point unit. They're 0 for 3 on the night with their extra points, but when you're up this big, it's just time to work on those mistakes and try to get them cleaned up going forward for the rest of the season. So we'll see what happens here on this extra point attempt from the Tigers. 3 blocked so far in this one. Trying to get back on the right way. Good snap, low kick, and it is going to be good this time. So they're able to find the extra point, and the student section goes crazy. They've watched a few of those not go their way tonight. Finally getting one to go in. 39 now to 3. They lead over the Titans. We're going to take a quick break here on 810varsity.com and be right back after this.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium, as the Tigers are all over the Titans by a score of 39-3. They just extended their lead. It was a 2nd down fumble. The Tigers were able to pick up the fumble at the 4-yard line, which then led to a Matthew Cates run right up the middle for a touchdown, which extended the lead to 39-3. The student section, as you can imagine, for the Tigers is very much into this game. It's the loudest people in the stadium is the Lee Summit Tigers student section for sure. On homecoming night for the Titans, obviously not the result they wanted. The kick is up and away. Titans will catch it at the 1-yard line, and it will be returned. Breaking to the left, the 20-yard line, trying to find anywhere to go, and then dragged down by a bunch of Tigers around the 25-yard line. It was Tavion Sims with the return. He was drugged down almost by his horse collar, but no penalty. And the Titans will take over on offense. The developing story in this game so far is starting quarterback Dawson Edwards did not come back out as the starter after halftime. I don't believe it was from anything other than possibly an injury. He was hit a few times pretty hard. We saw Nicholas Newblood get an opportunity in the last drive. So we'll see who comes out at quarterback this time. If they're back to Newblood, and it is Newblood, who will come back out onto the field for the Titans. For Newblood, he is a senior for them and the backup quarterback behind the junior 6'5" Dawson Edwards. So the way this game is going, possibly trying out something different here. It is a timeout by West Tooken before this first down play. So we're going to take a quick break here on 810varsity.com during this timeout.
How does this place make pizza that does that? Honestly, no idea. But I'm gonna start looking into it one slice at a time. Buy one single topping pizza and get the second 50% off. It's not crazy. It's Casey's.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium as the Tigers lead the Titans 39-3 here in the third quarter with 4:47 to go. Harris goes in motion for the Titans. It's going to be a drop back for Newblood, who will then hit Taylor, the receiver who went in motion, who's going to be brought down right at the sticks. And they will give him a first down, it looks like, on an 11-yard catch there by Chris Harris. So the Titans back on the move now. First and 10, fresh set of downs on the 35-yard line. There's a good pass there by Nicholas Newblood, able to hit Chris Harris. Ran a good slant route. So they'll come out, three receivers to the right for Newblood. Take the low snap, and it'll be mishandled once again. We saw this earlier, and he'll be driven down awkwardly by a few Tigers, able to drive him down. It looks like might be some backups now in for the Tigers on defense, as we're seeing some players get playing time in this blowout of a game so far. Titans still trying to find a touchdown in this one. Newblood, the new quarterback, possibly sensing an opportunity to do something here, as the Titans will fall to possibly 1-4 on the season. They're going to come out, two running backs in the backfield, two receivers to the left, one to the right for Newblood. Snap handled well this time. He's going to drop back and throw it deep. He's got a man open. It's going to be caught, and he'll fall down after he catches it as he beat his man in coverage. That's going to be Chris Harris with a huge catch for the Titans. One of their bigger plays of the game so far tonight. A good throw there by Newblood, and an even better route by Harris, who got about 4 yards of separation, but not able to catch the ball in stride as he fell to the ground. Nonetheless, a first down, as the Titans, for one of the few times this game, find themselves in Tiger territory. They'll hurry things up now. Take the snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Duncan. He's going to fight forward with bodies all over him. That's close to the first down. Will they give Duncan a first down? And they will, with a run of 11 up the middle for Alexander Duncan. Newblood takes the snap. It'll be a handoff up the middle once again to Duncan. Finding a lane, cutting back right for another gain of around 12. So back-to-back first downs by Alexander Duncan in this Titans offense, as they are on the move now in this game. Trying to cut the lead here to 29. We'll go one receiver to the bottom. Two to the bottom now, one to the right. Receiver went in motion. It's going to be Sims in motion. It's going to be handoff once again to Duncan. Hard runner. A lot of space, running over people and bowling ball down to about the 2-yard line. It's Alexander Duncan. Just bouncing off of Tiger defenders. So now first and goal. They'll speed it up and continue this hurry up, and that'll force the Tigers to call a timeout. As you see this Titans offense get things moving quickly, and the Tigers will call a timeout. So we're going to take a quick break here on 810varsity.com during this timeout.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious, triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium. As the Lee Summit West Titans now have a 1st and goal. They were running the no huddle there, which really caught this Tigers defense off guard, able to gash huge plays on them, pushing it down to now a 1st and goal. The Tigers did burn a timeout, their first of the half, after realizing they needed to readjust their defensive lineup. So 1st and goal now. Duncan lined up directly behind New Blood. It's going to be a high snap, handled well, handed off to Duncan up the middle, fighting for yards, close to the end zone. Will they mark him? It looks like just short, not even a yard. As it looked like Duncan had the forward momentum, was going to bowling ball into the end zone, running over people, but just short. So that's going to set up now a 2nd and goal for Lee Summit West. We'll see what the play call is here from Coach Horn. As Lee Summit is the number 12 team in the Metro, according to 810 Varsity, top 25. This time it is going to be a run up the middle for Duncan, who does find his way into the end zone. That will be a touchdown. Alexander Duncan finding his way onto the board, as he seems to do most nights. We'll see how much of an impact that has in this game, as we now are down to 1:20 in the 3rd quarter. West will send the extra point team out to try to cut the lead to 29. But you just got to wonder, is there even enough time for them to get back into this game? But nonetheless, something to build on into next week. I think it's important to build on things, improve on things, to have something to grow on. So extra point this time is up and good by a mile. He could have made that one from 40. So that'll make the score now Lee Summit 39, Lee Summit West 10 here on 810varsity.com. We'll be right back after this word from the sponsors.
Kitchen feeling a little empty? How about your car? Go ahead, fill your cart or your tank. You're a Chopper Shopper. Chopper Shoppers earn points every time they shop at Price Chopper. Then they can choose how to spend them. Select from free items in the Price Chopper app and load them onto your card. Or save on fuel at Quick Trip. Get 25 cents off per gallon for every 500 rewards points. Become a Chopper Shopper and start saving even more today.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium. Titans are able to find the end zone for the first time tonight. It was a run up the middle for Alexander Duncan on a 2nd and goal for a 1-yard touchdown. I don't even know if it was a yard. They marked him short on the 1st and goal by just a few inches. So able to find the end zone on the 2nd attempt. They will now kick the ball back to the Tigers. We'll see if it is the starters for the Tigers now after the Titans touchdown, or if they will continue to sub in backups. So here on homecoming night for Lee Summit West, obviously not the result they were looking for, as they find themselves down 39-10. The kick is going to be an onside. It's going to be low, muffed, and possibly recovered by the Titans. We'll see here who got it. See what the officials say here. Waiting for the call. Could be a huge momentum, and it is Titan football, as hope was injected into this stands here at Lee Summit West. So they just scored. They caught the Tigers off guard with the onside. They were not in any kind of onside formation, just a regular kickoff formation. So laps again for the special teams. They're 1 for 4 on extra points, and now they've given up an onside kick. So, you know, it looks like obviously the Tigers are winning on the offensive phase. Tigers are winning on the defensive phase, but you got to say the Lee Summit West Titans are winning on the special teams phase of all things. So Lee Summit West will get the ball right back. Nicholas Newblood, the backup quarterback who's in for the injured Dawson Edwards, will check in one more time. Able to find the end zone on the last drive. We'll see what the Tigers are going to do. Does it look like some of their backups are checking in on defense, but I believe they're now back to their starters after Titans might have given them a little bit of a scare. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Newblood. Good snap. It's going to be a fake handoff to Duncan. Drop back for Newblood. Throwing it. It's going to be caught at the sticks, and then fighting forward is Chris Harris. First down, Titans. As right now it looks like we're having a classic case of one team, being the Tigers, kind of taking their foot off the gas a little bit, and the Titans being able to react to that and put their foot on their gas pedal, and they are now moving this drive forward. After a touchdown to drive ago, the onside kick recovery. They'll continue this hurry-up offense. It's going to be a handoff to Duncan once again, bouncing it to the right. bouncing it back left, breaking another tackle, and then pushed out of bounds around the 20-yard line. Another great run there by Alexander Duncan. That's good enough for a Titans first down, and they'll move the chains one more time on this drive. I believe they'll mark him at around the 20-yard line. I'll say he stepped out a little bit before that, around the. So 1st and 10 here. It's going to be a handoff up the middle for Duncan once again, bouncing to the right. Not a lot of real estate. This time he will get to the 20-yard line. Had it at around the 23 before that. They'll say, I thought he got more than that, but they'll say he stepped out on the play before. So this time Duncan able to fight forward for a gain of around 4. Second down here for the Titans as they will try to continue to speed things up as we're down to 40 seconds left in the third quarter as the clock will run down. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for New Blood. New Blood's going to take the snap and roll out left. Sensing pressure is going to launch it deep and incomplete. The receiver was intended, it was in complete coverage, so underthrown. I believe he was trying to get that to Ben Wooden, but not to be in triple coverage. And an underthrown pass there by New Blood. It'll set up a 3rd and 5 for the Titans. Kobe Taylor will check in and head to the top of the screen for Lee Summit West. New Blood with Duncan offset to the right. 3rd and 5. We'll see what the play call here is. Receiver comes in motion. Takes the snap. Drops back. New Blood looking for his man in the flat. He's got him cutting back to the left. Then bouncing back to the right, running a man over and pushed out of bounds near the 4-yard line. But there is a flag down. I believe that was Chris Harris who went in motion and then was able to get open and catch that pass out of the motion from the left, working left to right. But they'll see with the flag here, and if it is against the Titans, how much will it move him back, increasing the difficulty of this 3rd down. It was a 1st down on that play. The Titans would have the ball at the 5-yard line, but the penalty will go against the Lee Summit West, and it will push them back. As then Taylor will check out for the Titans. Going to make it a 3rd and 10 now after the 5-yard penalty on 3rd down. New Blood with Duncan lined up to the left. Pressure showing by the Tigers. They will send it, a blitz. Not a lot of time for New Blood, and this time they will get home, bringing New Blood down on 3rd and 10. Is number 65, Nick Dawson, for Lee Summit getting in there and driving down New Blood. And unfortunately, I believe New Blood is a little slow to get up here. Hoping he's okay. As they are already down 1 quarterback. Dawson Edwards checked out now. New Blood slow to get up here. As hoping he's all right. As the trainers will come and attend to him. We're going to take a quick break and hear from our sponsors here on 810varsity.com.
What's up, Auntie? Did you get the basketball shoes I need for tryouts this weekend?
Oh, dude,
It's okay.
I'm not going to be able to make it to Dick's this week.
You can just click on Dix.com.
Dix.com. Dix.com.
Hi, welcome to Dix.com.
Wow, they're beautiful.
Let's go shopping.
Are you kidding me? I'm in ball heaven. I like you. Look at all these cups. I really like you. I don't even live near water.
Whoa, these arrived so fast.
I know, right? You're about to get posterized. I'm going to shatter that glass.
Let's go.
Dix.com.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium as New Blood was able to be helped up here. And now they're helping him to the sideline from assistance from the trainers. Hope he's okay and can bounce back and play next week. You only get so many high school games, so hope he is all right. But it will now bring up a 4th and long for the Titans. Not a lot to play for in this game now. In the 4th quarter with 12 minutes to go. That was the last play of the quarter. Was on that injury, so no timeout. Was the end of quarter as well. Titans will meet and get ready. They're going to go for it here on a big 4th down play, I would imagine. Down 39-10. Taylor will check to the bottom of the screen for the Titans. going to be a good snap handled. It's going to be thrown on fourth, but behind, he had his man open, trying to get that to Tavion Sims in the slot, but just behind him, incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs, and the Tigers will take over. So just the fourth quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter here, only 4 seconds off the clock so far, so 11:56 to play in the fourth. A lot of time here. You got to imagine that the Tigers will just get back to running the ball, running the clock down in this one, but we will see what the play call and the game plan here late in this one to wrap this game up is from Todd Miller. They're going to go receiver to the bottom of the screen, one to the top. I believe that is still Lehman, still in the game. They're going to hand it off to Hatfield, working to the right. A lot of room, huge block from the tight end, Van Pelt to spring him. And then he's chopped down at around the 45-yard line after a gain of 15. So it's still the starters for Lee Summit Tigers. And a 15-yard carry to start this drive off by Preston Hatfield. Set up a 1st and 10 now from the 45 for the Tigers. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Good snap, handed well, handed off up the middle. Fighting for extra yards. I believe is Matthew Cates, who had a touchdown a drive ago. They will line things back up here. Lehman getting the play call here as they're just letting the clock run down to 10:55 now in the fourth quarter. Lehman waiting on the play clock to hike it. Will hike the ball and hand it off once again to Katz, who's going to break it up the middle and fighting for more than a first down. It's going to be close to a first down. And then a late flag. Things are getting a little chippy here. Hopefully the refs can break this up before it gets out of hand. And you see this a lot in these rivalry games when they're so one-sided sometimes. A lot of emotions out on this field for both teams, whether they're winning or losing. Looks like a player did lose his helmet. Hopefully the officials can calm things down here and we can get back to playing some football. See what the call is and where they're going to mark this. Looks like it's 2nd and 5 right now. I don't think they've moved the chain so far. We'll see what the flag does to this play. Who's after the play? You got to imagine the play is going to stand and then see what this penalty does to where they're going to start their drive. So the chains have yet to move so far in this one. The officials still talking things over with this flag as the head official will walk over to Coach Todd Miller. First-year coach for the Tigers has got this team playing a really good brand of football. They're going to improve to 4-1 on the season. They're the number 12 team in the 18 varsity top 25 and looking to continue to climb that list each week. The penalty will go against the Titans, moving the Tigers forward. So setting up a good 1st and 10 now from the 25-yard line for the Tigers. So 1st and 10. Lehman takes the snap, dropping back, rolling out to his left, looking downfield, will launch it to the end zone, and then it's going to be caught for a Tigers touchdown. Number 7. There it is, Peyton Hatfield. The other Hatfield getting on the scoreboard late in this game. Preston Hatfield has a touchdown earlier. This time it's going to be Peyton Hatfield with a touchdown. So the brothers both have something to talk about tonight. They both have had extremely impressive games. Peyton Hatfield has had a couple of really nice catches, and that time in the end zone just waiting on the pass. It seemed like that hung up there forever, but no DB able to get over there, and a great touchdown by the Tigers. About a 25-yard touchdown catch by Peyton Hatfield. So they'll come back out on for the extra point. They made the last one. Can they make this one? As it is up and tipped once again, a low-line drive off the foot, blocked by the Titans. So no good on the extra point. That'll make the score to this game Tigers 45, Titans 10 with 10:26 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back after this ad on 810varsity.com.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium. It was a Tigers touchdown on the last play before the break. It was an impressive 25-yard catch by Preston Hatfield. Caught it on the eye in the left end zone of Titans. So that'll improve the lead to 45-10, then a blocked extra point. Their fourth blocked extra point for the Titans tonight. So good job on the special teams PAT unit. The kick is up and away by the Tigers. Titans will return it at their 5-yard line. Spinning around a man, trying to fight for anywhere to go, and is going to be driven backwards as the officials will blow this one dead. Forward progress should give him the ball at around the 20-yard line. That should be where this Lee Summit West Titans offense takes over. With 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, they're going to start running the clock. As I imagine, the Titans will just hand this ball off a few times on this drive, or possibly try to work on some things for next week. Looking forward for both these teams, Lee Summit West will fall to 1-4 on the season. They lost last week at Rockers 38-17, and will more than likely lose tonight at home against Lee Summit. But next week they're on the road at Ray-Pec. Ray-Pec has not looked amazing at points this season, so West looking to possibly get a win next week on the road at the Ray-Pec Panthers. So 1st and 10 here. Handoff up the middle. Never mind, it was my bad. It was a play fake kept by Newblood, who's going to throw it to Simmons, who's going to catch it and work for extra yards. Thrown off a little bit on that one. I got faked by the play action. It was Sims with the catch on the little RPO there. So good throw there by Newblood. Sims able to make a few man miss, and a big 20-yard reception ensues. That'll set the Titans up near the 50-yard line, about the 47, their own 47. It's going to be a low snap handled by Newblood. Going to fake the handoff once again, throw it to the flat. It's going to be caught once again by Sims, but yeah, there's a flag down. This is going to be coming back, I believe. So Tavion Sims caught a bubble screen on the right on an RPO, then flipped the play to the left and caught, but I believe there was a penalty against the Titans here, so it's going to be coming back. So it's going to be holding on the Titans this time. So that'll still leave it at 1st and 15 now from Lee Summit West. The clock is being wound in this game as we're down to 8 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Like I was saying, looking forward to these games. So Lee Summit West goes on the road at Ray-Pec for Lee Summit. Their impressive season continues. They won 39-33 in a barn burner last week at home, improving their record to 3-1. Now they should bounce to 4-1 after once again an impressive win on the road against West here. It's going to be a drop back by Newblood, sensing the pressure, lets it go deep, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. A pretty good throw there by Newblood, trying to hook up with Chris Harris. It was a double coverage. Lee Summit will now next week go on the road as well at Park Hill South, so the road trip kind of continues for the Tigers. They'll win game 1. Can they win game 2 at Park Hill South? So that is kind of what we have going forward for both these teams next week, as obviously the Tigers try to continue their season. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, nowhere to go for the Titans, trying to hand the ball off to Snipe out of the backfield. Tigers have a lot to build on after this game. Another impressive win on the road. Currently ranked number 12 in the 8-10 varsity top 25. Going to try to continue to climb that list. Titans will come out. Two receivers to the right. Tight end offset the tackle to the right. Running back in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff. Then rolling out, fake handoff, roll out right for New Blood. Looking downfield, it's got a target. It's going to be Taylor. He's going to catch it, jumping around, making a few people miss, and then brought down from behind after a gain of around 7 for Chris Harris. He's going to bring up a 4th and short here. Or 4th and long after the penalty, my bad. 4th and 12 now. So 4th and long now after the short completion to Chris Harris. See what New Blood will more than likely drop back here and try to find something downfield. Tigers are backing off. Doesn't look like they're going to send pressure. Just send the up 4. New Blood, not a lot of time still. It's going to be caught by, once again, Chris Harris, but nowhere to go on 4th down. It's going to be marked about 5 yards shy of the yards needed on 4th. So it's going to be a turnover on downs late in this game with 5:30 to go in the 4th quarter. We'll turn the ball over back to the Tigers, whose offense will come up 45-10. Don't think I'd be too surprised at this point to see some backups check in for the Tigers, but we'll see what Coach Todd Miller philosophy is on playing backups and letting the starters get as many reps. So the Tigers offense takes the field once again. And it will be some backups checking in here for the Lee Summit Tigers. Quarterback. Going to be a low snap, a flag down. Just got stopped before it even got going. Delay a game on the Tigers. We'll push it back 5. Not too surprising, all the backups check in. Not watching the play clock. So 1st and 15 now for the Tigers. First and 15 now for the Tigers as Christian Don is checked in. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, though. So Christian Don checks in at quarterback for the Tigers. Handoff to number 27 for the Tigers. So they're just going to run this clock down. We're down to 3:49 to go in the 4th quarter. As I'd be surprised to see a pass play here. I believe Matthew Cates will run this one out. Still lined up. He had a touchdown earlier in the game. It is a throw. It's going to be caught. And then enough for the 1st down on 2nd and 12. Good throw there by Christian Don, the backup quarterback, the sophomore, 5'10", 175 pounds. Showing that arm off a little bit. Good 10-yard pass there. And a 1st down. Was Jacob Hall on the catch, number 80. Checking in and getting some time. Jacob Hall, the 5'9" junior. Don sends him in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep to him, but not a lot of real estate to work with, and it's going to be blown up in the backfield as West was all over that one. Don pitched it forward to Hall. Forward pass, nowhere to go there, so it's going to be up a 2nd and 12 now for the Tigers. With 2:30 to go here in the 4th quarter. I'm going to go 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right here for Don. Good snap. Fake handoff is going to go to a quick throw. It's going to be behind his man and incomplete. Trying to get it to number 13, Jamison Ross, the sophomore. So 3rd down now for the Tigers. Need about 13 yards here. And anyone watching, it doesn't, at this point, doesn't matter if they run or pass the ball. The clock has been going this entire time, nonstop. We're down to 1:45 to go here in the 4th quarter. It is going to be run up the middle. for Gates, fighting for extra yardage and diving forward close to the yard to gain on 3rd and 13. I think they're going to mark him just shy of the first down, though, as it will be 4th down now for the Tigers. Needing about 2 yards. They're going to leave the offense out there, trying to just put this game away on 4th and 2. As Christian Don getting the call in from the sideline, the backup quarterback, as all the backups have checked in now for the Tigers in this game. And I believe the Titans as well on defense trying to check in some of their backups. This game is definitely over. It's going to be handoff up the middle once again for Cates. Did he have enough for the first down on 4th? I believe he did. I think they're going to give him the first down with 54 seconds left to go. I believe they're just going to knee this one out. We'll see here. Still a play clock coming in for the Tigers. We'll see if they're just going to come out and take a knee. Doesn't look like it. So 45-10, no knee. The student section starts chanting blowout in this one. Homecoming night for West. Unfortunate, not the result they wanted. With 23 seconds left to go, it is going to be a knee. So a little bit of sportsmanship showed there by the end by the Lee Summit Tigers. Will end this game. Now to come out and give the high fives at the end of the game. Here on homecoming night, that'll end the game. The final score, Lee Summit Tigers 45, Lee Summit West 10. Thanks for listening on 810varsity.com. I've been Cade Ricketts on the call. Have a good night.